This will be your entire year plan for SST preparation. One subject that can boost your percentage is SST. Do you know who becomes the topper? 10 month, 19 chapters. In each of the month, what you have to do. So your class 10 started and now you are planning to make a timetable for your entire year to cover your SST syllabus in 26-27. Am I right? Yes, I am. I know that. Welcome on the platform Deeksha and Vedantu. This is your SST faculty Tanvi Pauja, and my dear students, this video is going to be super helpful for you in your entire year. So this is not just one day plan, not a week plan, not a month plan or 6-month plan. This will be your entire year plan for SST preparation. Mind this when I say that maths, science, English, Hindi or Kannada or whatever language you are studying, along with that, SST has an equal weightage. Along with them, one subject that can boost your percentage is SST. For that, you have to make a good plan, and more important is that whenever the session starts, now I know each of the student make a plan, right? Make a timetable, paste it in front of the study table and then forget to follow it. This is the major mistake one is doing. And I know naturally that will happen, but what if you are making short plans and getting it implemented every day? That's the hack. So by today, let's see how we need to cover SST in these months which are available to us. So April is ended. You might have gone to school, you may have studied 1-2 chapters of each of the subject math, science, SST, English, Hindi, etc. And you might have started very nicely, but this is the major time from the month of May when your summer vacation starts and eventually your that kick, or what I can say, that energy, some will lose down because you think that now we are going to start from June. But do you know who becomes the topper? The person who used this particular time frame very nicely. This particular, what I mean, from May, June, July month very nicely. So we are going to start our plan from May, then we'll cover June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January and February, the month where your exams will start. So this year, the exam for SST was in the month of March. So that is the reason I made this plan for how many month, bacha? So see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 10 months to go. And in SST, we have 19 chapters to go. 10 month, 19 chapters, which clearly indicates that how much we have to study and how we have to study. Come on. Now, first and the most important thing that we need to do here is divide your plans or divide your months. Pay attention. This is one subject, SST. And in this one subject, okay, you are going to cover how many chapters? 19 chapters. So one subject, 19 chapters, 10 month. It does not mean that you are going to study just 2 chapters in a month. Why? What about revision? Right? What about exams in between? Let's divide our study into 3 phases. Right? That's very, very important. This is your first phase. Let's divide your studies into 3 phases. This will be your first phase, that is May to September. Right? May to September. Beta, whenever I say that, in this May to September, try to complete your syllabus if you are a topper. Right? Try to complete your syllabus how many times? Once between this period. Right? Now we have how many months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In each of the month, what you have to do, this I will tell you, this is my responsibility. But focus on what I am saying right now. So the first thing that you need to do here is to complete your syllabus from this month of May towards this month of September. Okay, why? Then we have to take a pause because then you will be getting half yearly exam. Beta, now pay attention. The majority of students which make this mistake, they just waste this time from May to August and start studying before what? Before half yearly exams. Pay attention when I say that in this half yearly exam, like see, I'm going to explain it now very, very, very nicely. Oh, how to add. Okay, so now this is your month of May and we are talking till month of August, right? You know there are 19 chapters in SST, right? 19 chapters in SST. Among this 19 chapters, for sure your 10 chapters will come in your half yearly exam, and when is your half yearly exam going to happen? In the month of September. So pay attention, it's very, very important. For this 10 chapters, how many months do you have? May, June, July, August and somewhere of September. So for this 10 chapters, we have 5 months. We are happy. 10 chapter, 5 months, 2 chapter a day. But now what will happen to you? Now the chapters that are left are 9 chapters. This month of September will be covered thoroughly in what? Half yearly exam. You are done with this September. Now you have October and November. You have what? October plus November, in which Diwali will also come. Okay, in which Diwali will also come. In this 2 months, you have to cover this 9 chapters, ma'am. Why? Because here in December, schools will start conducting your pre-board examinations. Now, see what I am telling you. This is the biggest thing you need to understand. 5 months for 10 chapters, 2 months for 9 chapters. Why? Why can't we just understand this thing and complete our syllabus in this 5 months so that we can use this month of October versus November just for revising them? Okay, get it? Now let's start with a very, very, very good plan. Pay attention, bacha. Now you are in the month of May. Where schools are closed. You are at your home. You are in class 10th, and now if you tell me, ma'am, it's summer vacation, we deserve to do this, we deserve to do that, but it's so hot outside, right? India is burning, literally burning. Don't go out, study on your study table, sit at your home. During the time when you can't go out, just focus on studies. Rest, you can do other activities in other time, like early in the morning or in the evening. Rest of the time of yours should be used for studying because you want to become a topper. See, competition is so high. Multiple students having AIR 1, getting 500 on 500, and that's very great of them. So the competition is quite high, and if you want to run fast in that competition, you have to start from day 1, and that is the month of May. What you have to do in the month of May is see. Let's do one thing. We know that we should start slow. So I would suggest you, we have 4 things. We have history, we have geography, we have civics, and we have economics. Right? 4 weeks in a month. Why not we study first chapter of each of them? Right? First chapter of each of them in the month of May. Why not? That's a very good idea, ma'am. That means 1 complete week for 1 chapter. Yes. How much? 1 complete week for 1 chapter. Ma'am, but how we have to cover that? First, you should start reading the NCERT. Okay, once you are done reading the NCERT, watch the one-shot video of the respective teacher, whichever seems favorite to you, right? One of the best one-shot you did. Now you have a very good clarity of what the chapter contains and what are the important things. Now start making your own notes. Beta, making your own notes is very, very effective, right? Once you are done with this, make a habit to practice 2 questions a day. Okay, 2 questions a day. If you follow this for 1 week for the first chapter of either history, geography, civics or economics, automatically you will be interested in completing the second one, and this is how your month of May should go. Right? Ma'am, how long do we need to study for this? Just half hour a day. I just need your half hour a day. That's it. That's enough for SST. Give 1 hour for maths. Okay. Give 1 hour for maths, 1 hour for science, and just half hour for SST. Right? If you are studying 2.5 hours from starting, then you need not to study 10 to 12 hours in the ending. And pay attention when I say this. Okay, get this plan of month of May. Very good. Now let's move to the month of June. Now we have to increase the chapters. We have to increase what? The chapters. If I say history, just go with 1 chapter only, beta, because the chapter is quite long and you will need 1 complete week to do so. Like if you studied here the chapter number 1, Rise of Nationalism in Europe, complete the chapter, 2nd chapter, that is Nationalism in India here. Right? Now in geography, you completed 1 chapter, that is resource and development. Yes, quite good chapter. We have to study about soil and all that. But why can't we complete 2 chapters of geography here? Short chapters, very small chapter, forest and wildlife. Right? Pick up the small chapters so that we can club them together. Then here we can take 2 chapters from civics, or let's do one thing, take 1 chapter from civics and 1 from economics. Okay, 1 chapter from civics and 1 from economics. Now this month you exceeded 1 chapter. That means you are doing how many chapters? Total 5. 5 plus 4 equals to 9 chapters in just 2 months. You have 2 more months remaining. Right? Again in the month of July, 1 history, 1 geography, 1 civics, 1 economics. 1 history, 1 geography, 1 civics, 1 economics. Balance them very nicely so that you reach to the month of September. You just need to do what? A revision. Because you were making the notes throughout this 4 months. Now the revision is quite easier for you. Do you agree with me or not? Do you think that this plan will work out, bacha? Yes, this plan will work out. Why I reduce the chapter years? Because 2 of the chapters, 1 from economics and 1 from history, is itself very small chapters. Okay, if like history, this you are reading here, making of global world, add 1 geography chapter, because this chapter actually doesn't contains much of the content. Get it? So this will be your plan. Okay. Now, once we reach to the month of September, we are well prepared for half yearly. We gave our best in half yearly, and this half yearly exam will provide you a what we can say mirror image of what you were doing in last 4 months, and will make you analyze where you were lacking. Right? Wherever you were lacking, because in half yearly the marks will tell you by this is where you lagged, and I know exact reason where you will be lacking, and that will be answer writing practice. That will be what? Answer writing practice. And this is what you have to focus in the month of October and November. Daily in the month of October and November, you have to write 5 answers of SST. 5 answers of SST, right? And within 1 week, pay attention when I say that, within 1 week, you have to revise 2 chapters of SST. Now, you have to manage which 2 chapters are they according to the test and all that's going in your schools. Right? If you follow this in the month of October, November and December, then whenever the pre-boards are going on, you will rock in exams. I'm pretty sure about that. What you need to do is, daily you have to write 5 answers. In a week, you have to revise 2 chapters. While writing these answers, you need to focus on PYQs. That means previously asked questions. Okay. You are in the month of October, and now you can evaluate which questions were asked previously, repeatedly. You have multiple sources on internet, multiple resources, books, etc. in the market too. Okay, so the major target will be PYQ. Bhaiya, it is class 10th exam. All the questions come repeats, right? You were watching one shots, etc. Teachers are saying that this question is most repeated. Focus on them. They are only the PYQs, right? Alongside, we have to focus on MCQ during this time because these MCQs are going to give you how many marks? 20 marks. So this is basically the practice session before the final match. What it is? Practice session before the final match. December now, second revision is completed. Now move to the final revision. Move to the final revision now because you read NCERT, right? Twice. Now because you have short notes, now because you have PYQs collected, and now because you have done a lot of answer writing, this time should be used for revision, and revision. Right? Understand when I lay stress on this word revision, because this is what makes a person topper. But this period from the month of January and February is quite important, quite critical. You have to perfectly balance your maths, science and SST. So what you have to do in this month is revising from your notes, practicing as more as possible. Okay, because in the next month, see, if you followed what I tell in starting from the month of May, these months will be quite lighter for you. Right? Yes, we have to read NCERT during this period. Why? Because your exams will be near, and reading NCERT will improve your words in your exams. Yes, we have to do that. And if you are thinking, ma'am, how we will be reading such long NCERTs in the end, beta? Now you have read NCERT multiple times, you underlined the keywords, you know which part to read, which part not to read, and what are the keywords that you need to focus upon. It's not completely reading everything because that was the first time you are doing it. Get it? So follow this plan and that's going to be very, very helpful for you. Hope my all dear students that you are going to follow this plan. Tell me right now, are you ready to follow it? I want that in the comment section that yes ma'am, we are going to follow it because you told us. One day when you will give your exam, you will remember me that Tanvi ma'am, that plan was super. Follow it beta, follow it from today. And if somehow you are unable to follow the same pattern, unable to not to manage this one, come to me. I'll tell you the alternate option for this. But you have to speak and talk to me, right? One more thing, one of the best thing that I want to show it now. Let's discard this and come to this YouTube channel we have. So right now you're watching me on the channel Deeksha Vedantu class 10. Right? You're watching me over here. Some of your seniors might have suggested you to go to the channel. One best thing that I want to tell you that we started our live classes. This was our first live classes where I took this chapter power sharing. One of the best thing about this lecture which I want to share you is that in this lecture, right? See the interaction of the students over this lecture. But whatever PPT I have used in this lecture along with the question banks, along with the exact what you can say the perfect blend of notes which you require, you can download it via this link. Right? Once you get this link, you will access homework questions, access multiple MCQs that are required for your preparation. Okay, so hope you guys are doing this and hope that you guys are going to join and subscribe this Deeksha Vedantu channel right now, because I will be there throughout your journey and will be teaching you SST in the most craziest way possible. Okay, so again, this is Tanvi Pahuja on the platform Deeksha Vedantu. Let's meet on the next live session on the same channel. For that, for notification, you just need to hit the subscribe button. That I know you did it. Thank you. Bye-bye.